So this video's topic is the origin of Cain and Abel. Now this is basically a major problem. What I mean by that is that when it comes to the conspiracy theorist, yes, I'm talking about the conspiracy theorist again, they often point out that the Cain and Abel story is in the Sumerian text. However, when one goes up to look up the information regarding Cain and Abel in the Sumerian text, there is not one iota of cuneiform text that exists that talks about the story of Cain and Abel. None. Nothing. So where did it come from then? Did it come from the Egyptians? Did it come from the Greeks? Or how about the Romans? The Roman thing is pretty interesting, considering that the Roman kingdom was said to be founded about I'm trying to remember. I think it was the year 700 that it was said that the Roman kingdom was founded. Just give me one moment. Yeah, it was in the 8th century BCE. That's when the Roman kingdom was said to be founded. Now, who founded the Roman kingdom? Two brothers, Romulus and Remus, had a little conflict about, the starting process of the Roman kingdom. And it has been suggested it had something to do with the location of where to build the Roman kingdom. Something like that. So they got into an argument about that, or something like it. And Romulus kills Remus. And then Romulus builds a kingdom and names it after himself, Rome. Now, whom is the god of these two brothers? It just so happens that their god is Mars. And it's even suggested that Mars is even their father. So that's why Mars is called Pater, which is Latin for father. The Romans also believed that they were the chosen people of Mars. Very similar to how the Israelites believed they were the chosen people of God. Anyhow, so we got the brother argument, and one brother kills the other. There's differences, but it's very identical to the Cain and Abel story. And the scholars agree that the Torah was written during and or at least after the Babylonian captivity. So it definitely came centuries, a century or two after the after the Romulus and Remus story was said to have taken place. So yeah, it's very reasonable to suggest that the Cain and Abel story was borrowed from the Romulus and Remus story. So that would mean Mars is the god of Cain and Abel. Now, does that have anything to do with what I was talking about in previous videos and posts and whatever? Such as the connection being made between Aten and the god of Judaism, and Ishkur, Adad, Ares, Aten, Adonai, all being the same god. Well, yes. Yes, there is a connection, because Mars is simply the Roman version of Ares. So that would actually mean that Mars is actually the same god as Adonai. And that's why when you read the text, it talks about God being a man of war. And I remember correctly, I think that was in Exodus 3. Actually, it was Exodus 15:3. It says the Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. It says a little differently depending on the versions, different versions of it, but it's very, very identical. Because the God of Judaism is a God of war, and historians that study the history of ancient Israel agree that in the ancient Semitic religion, the one that precedes Judaism, the God of Judaism was previously a god of war and was one of the sons of El or El Elyon. So basically, the same God developed for different cultures and then basically came together to become the God of Judaism that we know now. And yeah, that's pretty much it.